Welcome to the first episode of Dust on Dust, where I will be talking about anything Dust 514 related. I'll try to be focusing on official information, any tips, or not necessarily tips, hints at new things that we might be getting through different channels, such as the IRC, or maybe player interviews from other channels. Anything that I can find, I'll try and highlight here. And I'll also be doing tutorials, which I may or may not include as part of this show, and commentary on maybe other videos that I find, trying to do like tactical commentary. I'm not really sure. Mostly I want to focus on hot topic issues, really. Things that I think are important for the Dust community to kind of take a look at, and just trying to shed light on some opinions and information that other people provide that may otherwise not get as much exposure as it could. So I'm probably never going to be somebody who's really good with statistics and math and making all these crazy charts and everything like Judge Radamanthus's videos. I'll provide a link to his YouTube page below. He does really good breakdowns, and I know there's other people that do really good breakdowns, and even in the forums, especially in the forums, you find a lot of that. And in the future I'll try and highlight more of these, maybe get some player interviews with some of these people who are good with stuff like this, and I'll just try and highlight it more. And as general rule of thumb, in these episodes I will be talking about a lot of things that are on the forums or on other websites, and I'll be providing links to everything I'm talking about below. So if an episode of this comes up and you don't even want to watch it, you just want to get the information, you can just look below, and all the important stuff should be down there. And one of the main reasons I want to do this show is that I want to have a more useful channel. I've already got something like 240 subscribers, and I get a lot of video views, and I'm really grateful to all of you for doing that, especially because most of it's just gameplay. I don't really do any commentary. I mean, I do sometimes, but I don't feel like I provide much useful stuff on my channel. You know, it's got the music videos and stuff, but I'd like to try and get the tutorials up, get this show going, and try and get some more dialogue going on in the community, because we may have a small community that's not growing a lot, and we may bitch a lot, but I think we have a really strong community as a whole, and the few people that are making useful material are making very useful material. They're being very good for the community, and that's what we need. That's what we need for this game to grow, is people who actually give a shit. You know, we need people that want the game to succeed. Even if you're a bitter vet like me, you know, and you get angry at the dumbest shit in this game, you know, if you're still here and you're still playing and you're still paying, and even if you're not paying, you're just enjoying the game, hating the game, whatever, you're here, you're playing, that's important. And it's important for you to get involved if you want the game to become bigger, because no matter what CCP does with it, no matter how shiny they make the game and how good it is, without us, and I know this is cliche, but without us it's nothing, you know, and that can be said of any game, but especially in a game like this that's supposed to be tied to EVE, we are the ones who are going to be making the story and making the game interesting, you know. And on that topic, I'd like to move into my first topic, which is about the CPM white paper that CCP Logibro posted about 5 days ago on the CPM, the council page. I don't know why I can't think of what it's called right now. Council of Stellar Management. No. Fail. So some of you may not even know what the CPM is, but the CPM is the Council of Planetary Management, which is kind of a reflection of the Council of Stellar Management, EVE. It's a group of democratically elected players who are there to represent us as a whole to CCP. And I mean, that's not just what they do. They do a lot of trying to get a feel for what we as the community want, what are difficult subjects for CCP to alleviate. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I only sort of know what it is the CPM does, and that's what the CPM paper tries to address somewhat. It's just a 3-page little document on kind of the CPM's expectations, what it takes to become a member of the CPM, because elections are coming up soon. So I would definitely recommend anyone to go read that document, and if you're concerned about the growth of Dust and you want to help the game grow as you go on, then you definitely want to inform yourself as to what it is the CPM is going to be doing. Who are your candidates? Who do you think you're going to vote for? Why do you want to vote for them? What makes a candidate a good candidate? And this is all stuff that I'll try to raise in the future, and I know other people are raising that question. Go on the council's page on the forums and make a post, or go into someone else's thread and post on that, and try and find who you would want to vote. And I'll definitely try and piece something together as the time comes closer, and I'll try and highlight some of the candidates who seem serious, or maybe I'll just do all the candidates. I don't know. We'll see. So definitely check out the CPM white paper. That's important. Even if you have no intentions on running and you don't even care, the council does affect you as a player, even if it's just a little bit. It's something that affects you, and you should be interested in it. You should get involved. So 1.8 is the next patch. Most of you, pretty much all of you, should know that by now. And it's been a little bit of speculation on when it's coming, and it still is. Currently, the best bet, or the best guess, would be the 25th, which is Tuesday. I was thinking for a while that it might be the 18th, but we got a potential confirmation on the 18th being patch notes. So patch notes always come a week before the patch, so that would mean 25th. And I'll provide a link to some of the dev blogs that have come out on this. So yeah, 25th is looking like it's going to be patch day, so if you can, make sure you got the time to patch everything up. Right before that, or a little bit before that, we have a new event for the month that they're calling the Million Clone Challenge, and that is on the weekend of March 14th to the 17th. If we as a community kill a total of 1 million clones, then everyone will get 1 million bonus SP. Now this also goes down for if we do 750,000 clones, we'll get 750,000 XP, and then the same for 500,000 and 250,000. Now that doesn't stack, it's a maximum of 1 million, but that's how they're doing it. Now there's also, I'm not exactly sure if this has been confirmed, but it seems like it. If you're running a booster, I'm not sure if it's when the rewards are. I'll try and get back to you on that and let you guys know. But you get the bonus SP from the event. So say normally you would get 1 million and you're running a normal booster, you would get 1.5 million. And if you're running an Aurum booster, or Omega booster, you would get 2 million. And this also conveniently coincides with the new sale that's going on soon, where you can buy 3-day Omega boosters for 5,000 Aurum, which is a really good deal. If you got the money, if you're going to spend cash on anything, I would spend it on those boosters, because 3-day boosters are already generally the best bang for your buck if you're not really good and running with a squad all the time, because that 3 days gives you time to cap out. Because pretty much anybody, if you have time to devote to the game, you can cap out in 3 days if you try. So I really feel that out of a lot of the deals that CCP's done, this is probably one of the better deals. So we also have new Planetary Conquest changes coming probably tomorrow. They're supposed to coincide with the Rubicon release for EVE. Now, it's not an indication the patch isn't coming out, anything like that. This is just a hot fix to Planetary Conquest. As many of you know, Planetary Conquest has been primarily locked down. District locking allows people with corporations to keep their districts from being attacked, being taken, and they can get a lot of ISK for no effort. That's being changed. I'm not very fluent in how Planetary Conquest works and how these rewards work, so I'm skeptical about trying to comment on whether or not they'll be effective, but it does seem like CCP is devoted to getting rid of this exploit and making it so and even if it's not an exploit, maybe it's just we just chalk it up to bad design, and that's what that was. They want to get rid of it one way or the other, so I think that's really good. But basically, what it means is anytime you would get a refund in a Planetary Conquest match, like an ISK refund for your clones and stuff, it instead treats it as an attacker loss. So they're just making it so you can still district lock, but it's going to cost you a good chunk of ISK. You're no longer going to be able to do it ISK free and risk free. So, also in 1.8, we'll be getting a lot of new weapon changes. There's been kind of a flat nerf to most weapon damage as a way to try and increase time to kill. And they're also releasing 3 new weapons: the Galente Ion Pistol, the Caldari Bolt Pistol, and I believe it's the Caldari Magsec SMG. I'll provide a link to that dev blog as well. And there's a lot of good information in that one on things that are coming up. And we should have, I believe, 2 more dev blogs before the 25th. I want to say it's 2 more. That'll go into some more changes because we still don't know what's coming completely with 1.8. So we know that the racial parity of drop suits is coming and these stat changes, but other than that, we're still kind of in the dark. And on that note, FanFest is also coming in the next few months. I will definitely make an episode to cover that when we get a little bit closer to that, kind of give you an idea what to expect, when to expect it. And, lastly, I'd just like to ask anyone who's watched this so far, if you want to leave a comment in the section below on some things you would like me to cover, some things you would like Dust on Dust to kind of bring to the forefront of people's knowledge, I guess. That kind of failed. I don't even know what I'm trying to say with that. But basically, if you have something you would like to see done on here, just give me some ideas. I'm not necessarily going to use them, but I would love to hear what you want from me for your viewing pleasure, I suppose. I guess we'll call it. So that's pretty much going to wrap up this episode, and I will keep working at making this a show that I feel is worthy of your time. And I just want to thank everyone who has watched my videos, and I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you all in game. Dust Fiend out.